Hi everyone, welcome to day 31 of my daily challenge, which is to train and learn. Today is Wednesday the 2nd of February 2022. The training today is a little bit different, so I'm actually on my way to check out an obstacle course not far from here. I'm going to do a few good laps around there and maybe some burpees thrown in for good luck. Just having a look at it for a new business venture, so that should be quite interesting. Now the lesson for today, I thought I'd jump on before I did the training today because I just saw something which was an amazing feat and really backs up the lesson. But the quote, "Hope is not a strategy, luck is not a factor," is from James Cameron, a famous director in Hollywood. Actually came up with it when he was creating the movie Avatar originally, and using all, it was new, never before seen sci-fi technology and all this sort of stuff, and basically was inspiring his crew to make things happen, and that was the mindset behind it, was that hope is not a strategy, luck is not a factor. The meaning of that being, it really applies to a lot of things, especially with planning at the Tactical Response Group and anything, sports and everything. So hope is not a strategy. Once I heard this quote, I always chuckled when different people came in and said, "Oh, I hope this happens, I hope that happens on jobs," or it's not. You should never plan for hoping this happens. You should plan for the worst and prepare for the best. But hoping that something's going to happen is not a great strategy to win in any situation. You've got to plan for it. You've got to make it happen yourself. And yeah, if you get that luck or the thing that happens that you would have maybe hoped happen, then that's a bonus, but never plan for that to happen. Luck is not a factor, so we don't rely on luck. So if you take luck off the table, what does that mean? That means you have to plan for things. That means you have to train, you have to rehearse, you have to do the research, whatever it may be. But take luck out of the equation completely and leave the result as much as possible in your own hands. Now, the thing I just saw a few minutes ago, which really made me think about this as well, was there's a World Surfing Tour has started in Pipeline in Hawaii. So really large barreling waves, Pipeline Masters. And one of the competitors who just had a heat, who was losing by a fair way, was Kelly Slater. So even those that don't surf would have heard of Kelly Slater, the greatest surfer of all time. He's turning 50 in 10 days. He's competing with the world's best, which is amazing in itself. He was competing against a Hawaiian guy who knew the break like the back of his hand, and the Hawaiian guy was up by a huge amount, and Kelly Slater needed almost a 10 to get through. With 20 seconds to go, a set started coming, and with 4 seconds to go, he managed to paddle and take off. So you have to actually be standing before the buzzer goes, otherwise it doesn't count. So he had 4 seconds to go as he took off, got this really deep barrel, came out of it just, hands in the air, did a bit of a cutback and fell off, but got a 9.7 or somewhere around there to get through, and he knew he was through as soon as he came out of the wave, out of the barrel. He came straight to shore and they interviewed him straight away, and he said he was a bit speechless, which is amazing for someone who's been surfing that long. But he was saying, "Oh, I can't believe how many times this has happened to me in my career, those last second waves." And then he just a really split second, he said, "Other than spending my whole life in the water," he was basically saying, "I can't work out why this happens to me so much other than spending my whole life in the water." And then he moved on. But it was just a passing comment, but it was actually the most important comment, because he's done all that research. He's spent his whole life in the water. He knows instinctively what waves are going to be good, what waves are going to be bad, all these different breaks. He's done all those hours and hours of preparation. And then, some will call it luck that he got that wave, but it happens to him all the time. Why does it happen to him all the time? Because he's prepared. He doesn't leave it up to luck. He doesn't go out there with a plan to hope that he gets the good waves. He sits in the right spots. He waits for the good ones, doesn't take the bad ones. So hope is not a strategy, and luck is not a factor. He does everything he can in preparation. Sure, if he doesn't get the wave, he doesn't get through. But the fact that he gets through so many times, which looks like luck to the outsider, is actually showing that he's done all the background work, and he does not rely on luck. Put it into perspective with the Michael Jordans of the world, how many last-minute buzzer shots he got to win massive games in basketball. Tom Brady's, how many American football championships he's won, Super Bowls. It's not luck, it's not hoping things go their way, it's just making it happen. So that's the thought for today, is that take hope out of the picture, take luck out of the picture. And where does that leave you? Start doing the research into whatever it is you want to be good at. Practice if it's a practicing thing, rehearse, and make your own luck. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.